We're here at Testimony Faith Homes in Eldoret, which is a regional centre in the western part of Kenya. It's a place that my wife and I discovered 25 years ago when we lived here. We fell in love with it. It's a home that looks after abandoned, orphaned children and also children whose circumstances are so desperate that they need to be placed into care. They've been going since 1969 and they've looked after hundreds of children and raised them as their own and seen them go on to successful futures in their lives.
The way I would describe how the Testimony in all the other homes has created the environment that it's safety for the children, and not only just feeding them, sending them to school, it's actually giving them love, which I think is what the kids really need.
When we came back to Australia in 2000, Dani and I were very keen to be able to provide an opportunity for young people to be inspired and challenged the way we were when we came here. I came to Africa as a 16-year-old and it changed my life, and I wanted to provide an opportunity for 16-year-olds from Australia, from our school, to come to Africa, to see the challenges, but also to be inspired by the hope they can see by the amazing work that people are doing. So since 2002, we've been bringing teams to Testimony Faith Homes and to Neema Homes and to New Life Homes to bless, to serve, to partner with them as they look after these children. And it's just a great privilege for us to be here, to be involved in practical work, support them financially, and to make a substantive difference to what they're doing here.
Our relationship with Mike and Dani started way back in the 80s. For them to go back to Australia and then be coming and bringing the different friends to help us with the work, and not just work but just being friends and being family and having a special relationship, showing us beyond that God has given us family, even beyond our own family, that we can think about.
I want to thank God most sincerely for the opportunity we've had to share with Tyndale team, the encouragement we receive, the support, the prayers, presence, we feel that we are loved. We want to thank God for those who come, for the parents who send their children, the teachers, the community around Tyndale. We are very appreciative.
I've been here once before, and every time I come here I get a bit emotional, just to see the amazing work which Joshua and Miriam do and the faith that they have to keep on going.
Well, Tyndale School has really been a blessing to us as a family in Testimony Faith Homes, and since they have been here, we've seen a lot of improvement. We've seen a lot of good things happening in Testimony Faith Homes, and we've seen Tyndale School really having a great impact, not only in what they do for us, but even in the relationship they have with our children. We've really seen that God has really made good and firm friendship amongst us and Tyndale School.
To have this group, 28, 30, 35, 40 people, wow, here we are. And they were all absolutely wanting to get to grips with helping us. And not just helping us, but getting to know our children and to show them interest and care and love. I cannot begin to say really how much that affected some of the children that were here, who felt friendless. Oh yeah, they went to school, they knew lots of guys at school, but to have people come and really be interested in them, to spend some time with them, that meant so much to so many.
For me, the most rewarding thing about this trip will be knowing that I've made a difference to the kids' lives, because we hear the children rave about the previous trips, and I know that next year they're going to be raving about our trip and about the people that they met. and they're going to be able to meet some of my friends that are coming next year, and they're going to have conversations with them about how I was here and about how they made friends with me.
My dream is that it'll grow far beyond Mike and Dani Potter. Over the last 11 years, we've now brought 200 people to be involved in the programs that we run both here at Testimony and Neema. 2 of our teachers have now been long-term travellers with us, and we know that they don't come on this trip because of Mike and Dani Potter. They come on this trip because they've fallen in love with the place themselves, and that's really important. And we hope that more and more of the young people and other adults that we bring will develop their own story as well.
Well, this is my 6th trip to Kenya, my 2004 trip, which was my first. I fell in love with the place. It was almost like Kenya or Africa was a part of me. I think God has just revealed more and more as I've come back and given me a deeper love for the people here and for the things that we can do as a team.
Probably the thing that has stuck in my mind from this trip is one particular student saying that he learnt on this trip that it's easy to be happy. And you can unpack that in lots of different ways, but seeing Kenya and seeing what we do in Kenya and how we relate as a group and how we interact with the Kenyans here, I think that's one of the biggest lessons to learn, is that it's actually easy to be happy if you choose it.
It's a huge privilege taking young people away every year. I wouldn't change it for anything. I want them to make a difference wherever they are, whether they choose to do it internationally, in their own backyard, in their school, in their workplace. I want them to be passionate about making a difference, and they can absolutely do it because they've already begun the journey.
I have 2 hopes. The first hope is for you who have been before, that you will remember. We talk about keeping it in your heart. I know that people come and have an experience, but I hope it becomes a lifestyle. And I just trust that those of you who have been before, those of you who have just come back, those of you who came in 2002, that the fire will be ignited in your heart to keep on wanting to make a difference, to change our world bit by bit. For those who've never been, I hope that it inspires them to consider doing it themselves, whether it's our trip or some other trip that they can be involved in, or whether it inspires them to dig deep. I would hope that companies and individuals would say this is a program worth investing in because it's credible, it makes a difference, there are substantive changes. We're seeing quality of health, quality of education, quality of the environment in which they live changed irrevocably. And if people want to invest in something that's going to make a tangible difference to the life of a child, then I think that's a good thing.